After stealth camping in a cornfield in Wyoming, I traveled south into Colorado and up towards Estes Park, towards an amazing canyon, and then back down into Denver for dinner and too much beer. And then I traveled south again, hoping to head out the Interstate 70 west towards interior Colorado, but wound up doing a big stupid loop back to where I started originally. Saturday night, driving through downtown Denver west after consuming like 6-7 really large beers. What's the worst that could happen? I don't know. See you on the other side. So it's Sunday morning and I made it to camp. It was a long ride. I was trying to go out Interstate 70 and I guess I didn't read the directions right. I was drunk and I got lucky and I rode drunk and didn't die. So don't do this, kids. Don't do this at home. Don't try this at home. But this is my camp last night. I finally just gave up. And this is one of those places that I say it's just off the road. It's a closed access road, I guess, to this plant back here. I'm not sure what kind of plant this is. Some kind of processing something, some mineral processing. I don't know. But it's loud. But it gave me some peace because it's basically white noise. I mean, it ran all night long. I don't know what the heck they're doing over there, but this is actually pretty nice. If you can get over the fact that it's, you know, it's a closed road, and but everything around here is really nice. And used to be a bridge here, so guess what is back here in addition to concrete. It's a nice little creek, and I'm fixing to go dip into the creek and get me some water for my coffee. I'm gonna cook me up some coffee, and then I'm gonna figure out where I'm going. I think I'm still going west, probably out the interstate, because I don't really know the roads around this area at all. Obviously, that's why I wound up in the middle of nowhere, wandering around. There's some farms out this way. So I came Denver. I tried to get on the interstate, but wound up going a road that was going west, but it wound up going north. And here I am, almost in. I rode up to Estes Park yesterday because it's a nice canyon road. There's way too many people. It was a Saturday. I guess I should have known better, but. Almost wound up back in Estes Park. I'm only like 30 miles from Estes Park, where I was riding yesterday. It was an accident, so yeah, I don't know what else to say other than that. I smell a lot of sage in here, but I don't see any sage. Maybe it's in those trees. But here's my somebody put some graffiti on the back of these signs. It's kind of interesting. Is this a female tagger, or are they just having some trouble with their identity? Again, just off the road. You know, if people are looking down here, they can see me. But odds are they're just zipping along, trying not to hit deer or whatever else is out here. Just across the other side of the railroad tracks. And I'd be in big trouble if they decided to just park a train here. I've seen that plenty of times. Yeah, let's just park the train here overnight, a couple of days, few weeks. But yeah, I'm just back here at the end of this road that has a bridge out. Road closed. But obviously people are parking here. There's somebody's coffee cup, and there's a bunch of drink stuff. Anyway, it was a nice night. I thought it might get cold last night, but it was, I mean, it's the coldest it's been right now. I got up about 2 a.m. and it was still probably 72. It was nice. And it's probably low 60s now. Interesting little spot. Sharing more of the road. Probably share more later on after I get my coffee. Camping this close to a large city or even a small town is a bit rare for me, but I find it interesting that I can actually sleep and be comfortable in situations like this. Being this close to not only a small town and a big city, but an industrial park, and I did have the fear of being shut in, locked in by a train here. I have been locked in on one side of the road by a train before. It was one day I was out exploring some coal mines in the area around Brookwood, and a train just decided to park his train there for a while. His engines were still running, and luckily I had a dual sport so I could run down the tracks, which turned out not to be that big of a deal. But this was a very interesting spot. It was if you look towards the creek, it was pretty. You know, there was the ugly industrial waste and all that stuff around my campsite, but overall it was a very good experience. It looked like it was well used by maybe some of the locals as a good parking space, but you could tell if you were driving down the street, you would actually have to look straight down this road. You'd have to slow down, in fact, and look straight down this road to be able to see that there's anybody behind the sign here. So it was a good stealthy spot, and maybe I will do more stealth camping like this in the future, just because it worked out well, easy access, and I was tired. I'd had too much to drink. I was tired. It was getting even darker than it was when I rolled up, and I was just happy to find something that looked like a camping spot, that somebody wasn't going to wake me up an hour after I crawled into my tent and make me pack up. Well, as you can see, I would say it's a pretty nice spot for stealth camping, mainly because the white noise of the creek and the factory. I slept despite the fact that there was cars. It's a pretty busy highway right here. This is one of the routes to go up to Estes Park and Rocky Mountain National Park. Busy. It's a busy road. And it's Sunday, which means it should be less busy, but it's still pretty busy. And other than the traffic's the thing that's really driving me away. I don't want to be here because of the traffic. Otherwise, this is a nice spot. If this is out in the woods, I got some ruins behind me over here. The bridge ruins. Maybe some people might go, I don't want to camp next to ruins, but I'm into ruins. I'm into old stuff. If you've watched any of my old ghost town videos, you'll know that that's kind of my thing. I mean, not that this is of any archaeological importance, but it certainly doesn't bother me. I like the cool road sign that that nobody except stealth campers and partiers are going to see. You got the graffiti sign. You got this creek. You got all kinds of my cell phone is recording on top of a nice little tabletop over there. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for the traffic and it wasn't for all the cars driving by, I would probably stay here another night, just because it's so convenient, so nice. Other than the plant and the traffic. I'll be out of here by 9. Almost no doubt in my mind I'll be out of here by 9. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, I nailed it. Woo! Rolling out of camp. My glasses are all fogged up. I wonder why. All this excitement maybe.